अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स। सॉल्विंग क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन, ये हमारा टॉपिक जो है वो 3-4 वीडियो से हमारा टॉपिक ये चल रहा है। दिस इज बेसिकली चैप्टर 1 ऑफ D3 7th एडिशन, सॉल्विंग क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस। सॉल्विंग क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस के बारे में हम लोग बड़ी डिटेल में बात कर चुके हैं। उसके मेथड्स भी हमने डिस्कस कर लिए हैं कि हाउ मेनी मेथड्स आर देयर टू सॉल्व अ क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन एंड विच इज़ द बेस्ट मेथड। इस पे हमारी बात हो गई है। तो इस वीडियो में जो है वो सिर्फ मैं उसको थोड़ा सा रिवाइज करा देता हूँ कि वी हैव 5 डिफरेंट मेथड्स which we can use to solve quadratic equations, or you can say that 4 methods, because the completing square method and the taking square root methods are basically both related to each other. The first method was the graph method. The graph method was not a good option because it gives us an approximate answers, and we have to do a lot of working for that. We have to draw a graph, which is quite laborious. And the second method was the factorization method, which we did in our previous classes. But the problem with that method was that that method has a lot of limitations, and that can only be applied where the factors are in whole numbers, and where the quadratic equation has easy factors. But the problem is that every quadratic equation cannot be factorized, and sometimes it is very much difficult for us to find the factors of a quadratic equation. So that method is not applicable everywhere. So we need to learn some more methods, the methods which can be applied everywhere. The two methods were the completing square method and the quadratic formula method. These two methods apply everywhere, and we have learned how to apply completing square method. In this video, we'll be learning about quadratic formula method, and we will be solving two questions on how to solve a quadratic equation by using a quadratic formula. The problem with this method is that you just have to memorize the formula. The formula is not that much difficult, but you can learn it. You can learn it through practice, and you can solve as many questions as you can. And inshallah, after solving 10 to 12 questions, you will be able to learn this formula. The formula which we use to solve quadratic equation, or the quadratic formula, is basically x is equals to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac. This 4ac is being multiplied upon 2 multiplied by a, that is 2a. So this is the formula. It is not that much difficult. Minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So this is the formula, and we just need to put the values in this formula. The other question is that what is basically this a, b, and c? You guys know that the standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is the standard form of quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is an equation which has the highest power of the variable equals to 2. So the coefficient of x square will be called as a, and the coefficient of x will be called as b, and the coefficient of c means it is a constant because it has no x with it. So basically c is the constant. A, B, C are basically numbers, and A cannot be zero because अगर if A zero हो गया तो पूरी quadratic equation ही हमारी zero हो जाएगी. तो A zero नहीं हो सकता, और B और C हो सकते हैं zero, लेकिन यह है कि A zero नहीं हो सकता. So this is the standard form of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. तो हमेशा x स्क्वायर का जो कोफिशिएंट होता है, हमेशा x स्क्वायर का कोफिशिएंट उसको हम a कहते हैं. तो अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि इस इक्वेशन में a की वैल्यू क्या है, तो आप कह सकते हो कि a की वैल्यू जो है वो सर 3 है. एंड व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ b? b की वैल्यू जो है वो 4 हो गई है. ठीक है, साइन का ख्याल रखना है क्योंकि वैल्यूज जो है वो साइन के साथ आती हैं. एंड द वैल्यू ऑफ c इज नॉट 5, द वैल्यू ऑफ c इज -5, क्योंकि मैंने आपको बताया था कि कोफिशिएंट के साथ उसका साइन भी बहुत जरूरी होता है. वी हैव टू टेक द साइन विद द कोफिशिएंट. कोफिशिएंट के साथ उसका साइन आएगा. तो a की वैल्यू यहाँ 3 हो गई, b की वैल्यू यहाँ 4 हो गई, और c की वैल्यू यहाँ 5 हो गई. इसी तरह अगर मैं इस इक्वेशन की बात करता हूँ और आपसे पूछता हूँ व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ a, b एंड c, तो फर्स्ट यू हैव टू अरेंज दिस इक्वेशन इनटू द स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म. ये स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में अरेंज करने के लिए एक्स स्क्वायर को मैं यहीं रहने देता हूँ, और जो है मैं बाकी ये जो दोनों टर्म्स है मैं इनको शिफ्ट कर देता हूँ. तो एक्स स्क्वायर यहीं रहा. ये पॉजिटिव 5x जब इस साइड पे आएगा तो इट विल बिकम -5x, and this -7 will move on other side and it will become +7. equals to 0. So this is the standard form. It has been arranged in the standard form, and now you can tell me the value of a, b, and c. The value of a, that is the coefficient of x square, is 1. The value of b is basically -5 because you have to take the sign as well. And again, the value of c is +7. So this is basically the first step in the quadratic formula. You first have to identify the values of a, b, and c. After identifying the values of a, b, and c, you just have to put the values in the formula and just use the calculator to find the value of x. सिर्फ फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. हम फॉर्मूले को दोबारा लिख लेते हैं. वी हैव x is equals to -b, and we have a positive and a negative sign, and then we have square root b square minus 4ac, and then whole divided by 2a. ये बेसिकली मेरा फॉर्मूला था जो कि मैं लिख लिख के इस तरह याद कर लूँगा. इस फॉर्मूले की डेरिवेशन जो है, इट इज़ नॉट द पार्ट ऑफ योर कोर्स, लेकिन अगर आप पूछोगे तो ये फॉर्मूला बेसिकली कंप्लीटिंग स्क्वायर मेथड से ही डिराइव हुआ है. इसकी डेरिवेशन आपकी बुक में मौजूद है. इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड यू कैन हैव अ लुक एट इट. ये बेसिकली कंप्लीटिंग स्क्वायर मेथड से ही डिराइव हुआ है. तो ये फॉर्मूला जो है, ये इतना मुश्किल इसकी डेरिवेशन नहीं है. अगर आप बुक में देखोगे तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगी. वो आपके सिलेबस का पार्ट नहीं था, इसलिए जो है वो हम लोग जो मैं इसको ड्राइव नहीं करवा रहा हूँ. वी आर जस्ट सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस ऑन दिस फॉर्मूला. So now I just have to put the value. X will be equals to, I will put this minus sign as it is, and b is 4, so I will not use a bracket over here. B is 4, and then I will use a positive and a negative sign again, then square root b square. B square means 4 square, so 4 square will be 16, so I'm just writing 16 directly. Because this is b square, the value of b is 4 and the square of 4 is 16. Then I will use this negative sign. 4 will be as it is, and the value of a will be in bracket, that is 3. And again I will use a bracket, and the value of c is -5, so I will use a bracket and I will put -5 in that, and I will close the bracket. And in the denominator, that is 2a, so I will just write 2 as it is, and the value of a in the bracket, that is 3. So now I will simplify it over here. This will be -4 as it is, and this will be positive and a negative sign, and again I will use a square root sign. And this time 16 will be as it is, and now you can see that there are two negatives. This is negative and this is negative, so negative and negative will be positive. And now I have to multiply these three numbers. 4 3 is 12, and 12 times 5 is 60, so I will have to write 60. I will complete the square root sign like this, and now in the denominator I know that 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, so I have to write 6 over here. So it's just simplification. You need a calculator to solve these type of questions. And now I have to find the square root of 76. I will write it as -4. This will be positive and a negative sign, and you know that 16 and 60 will give me 76, and upon 6 as it is. So now I have two conditions, I have two possibilities, and first I will be going with x is equals to, I am writing my possibilities over here since I have a limited space. So first time I will be going with a positive square root of 76. And now you guys need to take out your calculator and you have to solve it with your calculator, and I will be writing the answers directly. And when you will find out the square root of 76, it will be approximately near 7 times 7 49, so this will be approximately equals to 0.786. And when I will be going with the negative square root, I will be writing it like this: x will be equals to -4, and then I will use a negative 76, and whole divided by 6. So I will be getting a negative answer and my answer will be minus 2.12. So these are the two answers of x. And this type of question cannot be solved by a factorization because we can't make factors. So we tried the quadratic formula method and we got our answers. The first answer is 0.786 and the second answer is minus 2.12. We have another example. Let's just solve it quickly. And I am just directly putting the values. This is minus, and then since it is minus b, so I am using a bracket like this. Minus minus b, this is positive, this is negative. This minus sign is basically of the formula, and since I have a negative 5 as b, so I have used a bracket, and again I will use b square. So b is my minus 5 and minus 5 square will be equals to 25. You know that the positive number square of a negative number is always positive. So minus 5 multiplied by minus 5 will be 25, and then b square minus 4. The value of a is 1 and the value of c is 7. So I will just write that in a bracket, and whole divided by 2a. Since 2 is the number, it will multiply it with a is 1. So 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. And now there is a very important point which I want to tell you guys. This negative and this negative will become positive, so it will become positive 5. This will be positive and negative, and now you have to focus over here. This is the important point in this question. This is 25, and when I will multiply 4 with 7, it will be 28. So now you will be thinking how to solve this 25 minus 28 upon 2. On simplification, it will become 5 plus minus, and it will be negative 3. And you guys know that we don't have a square root of negative numbers. If you have your calculators, you can check this. We cannot find the square root of a negative number. So this is basically the point where we can say that this equation, this quadratic equation, has no real roots, because we cannot find the solution of x, we cannot find the value of x. So we will write like no real solutions. It has a imaginary solution, but since imaginary numbers we haven't discussed, we haven't learned about imaginary numbers yet, so we will not be going into that debate. But you just have to remember only one thing, that whenever this type of situation comes, you have a negative number in a square root, you can't solve it. You don't get the value of square root minus 3 by calculator, because negative numbers don't have square roots, because there is you will always multiply two negative numbers and the answer will be positive. There is no number that has a square root of negative. So at this point you will have to write no real solution, because we cannot find the real solution. It has an imaginary solution, but since you guys don't know about the imaginary solution, imaginary numbers, so we are not going into that. You just have to write no solution, and this is your answer. So this formula applies everywhere, but this is not a guarantee that you will get an answer every time. Sometimes you will get an answer and sometimes you will not get an answer. If you are not getting an answer, it means this quadratic equation has no real solutions, but it has imaginary solutions which we cannot write over here. So we will only write no real solution. So I hope you have got my point. आपको मेरी बात समझ में आ गई होगी. This was a video on quadratic formula. Basically हमने इसमें formula को introduce कराया और we have some solved questions. एक मैंने question आपको solve कराया जिससे answer आ रहा था, और एक question हमने solve किया जिससे हमारा answer नहीं आ रहा था. तो it means that this quadratic equation has no real solution. We'll be solving some more questions on this topic, so stay tuned. Until then, take care. Allah Hafiz.